Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom Series. Today we have traveled to the Chicagoland Speedway for the Chicagoland 100. This is going to be race number 17 in the More Freedom Series Season 6. And let's jump into those points right now as we almost hit halfway here. Your points leader is the 61 of Chevy. Second's going to be the 67 of the Mini Checks. Third will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Also tied for third with the 28 of E-Doggy. Fifth will be the 122 of Adam Victor. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM. Seventh will be the 88 of NM. Eighth will be the 300 of Resemble. Ninth will be the 42 of Mel Say What. And running at top 10 will be the 96 of Nico. Checking in on those team and chassis standings. Aces to Z Motorsports leads the way. MBR in second. The Premium Racing Group, TPRG, in third. The Drop Bear Racing Team fourth. And running out the top 5 will be the Amish Buggy Racing. Chassis standings are Dodge, Toyota, and Chevy. That's a look at all things points here for the Chicagoland 100 here in Chicago. One thing to note, I was talking to the officials over there for the More Freedom Series, and they've actually confiscated the number 23's car from Michigan. So there is some controversy right now with Aces to Z Motorsports. The 23 of Fullerthanu, his Michigan car has been confiscated after the race. We're not sure what is going on. They were not at liberty to say. Talking to King of the Aces, he is saying that there is a possibility that the 23 was coming to the trailer, the Fullerthanu was coming to the trailer after the race to talk with him and Zed, the two owners of Aces to Z Motorsports. Not sure what's happening there, but there is a controversy happening right now with Aces to Z Motorsports and the 23 of Fullerthanu, last week's winner at Michigan. Not sure what is going on, but the More Freedom Series is definitely looking into his win last week, and Aces to Z Motorsports is in discussions with him right now. So not sure what's going on. We'll find out later, and hopefully everything is okay with the 23 of Fullerthanu. We see him. He's in the race here today. New car and everything, so we'll see how he does, but I think it's about time, so let's go racing. As we get these cars fired up, let's go through your starting top 10 today for the Chicagoland 100. Starting on the pole will be the 72 of Duchess, and on her outside, the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Starting third will be the 12 of Xander, and on his outside, the 67 of the Mini Checks. Starting fifth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete, and on his outside, the 51 of AJM. Starting seventh will be the 28 of E-Doggy, and on his outside, the 50 of Candy May. Starting ninth will be the 122 of Adam Victor, and running at your top 10 will be the 47 of Dash. Listen, I saw Dash here in the top 10, and I can say that he is hoping for good times here today at Chicagoland. He has had a rough go, and he is desperately hoping for a good time here today at Chicagoland. Duchess is going to be leading us down to take the green flag. It's an all-lady front row with her and Ice Cream on the outside. Ice Cream, a winner last week in the IROC Series. We'll see if she can get her done here today at Chicagoland. It was a rough go last week for the 356, so we'll see what she's got. Duchess is going to be leading us down to take the green flag. The beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car is in, waiting on the starter's decision here, and the green flag is out. We're underway here at Chicagoland. Xander already with a hammer down here down the backstretch. He is trying to get underneath the 72 of Duchess. He's going to work underneath here as the 666 of Pistol Pete works to his back bumper, but the 72 of Duchess has the hammer down to the front stretch. She's going to get helped by the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days right now. So the outside line, we're going to see how it does here at Chicagoland. Really good last week at Michigan. So Duchess leads lap number 1. Let's bring up that timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on your left. Favorite driver scrolling across the top as we got a battle for the second position between the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days and the 51 of AJM. AJM, current top 10 in points, top 5, I do believe. Now, he is running 6 right now. He works to the outside right here on the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. He's going to get her done on the outside down the backstretch. He works to the back bumper of the 72 of Duchess as the 28 of E-Doggy now to the outside. As the 12 of Xander falling back a couple of positions here. Here comes the 51 of Candy May and the 47 of Dash. Dash going to be working around the outside of the 67 of the mini checks here. So AJM to the second position. He's going to get some help right now down into turn 1 by the 28 of E-Doggy. E-Doggy's going to leave himself open here to the 12 of Zan. So Xander down around the outside here as the 72 of Duchess and the 51 of AJM battle down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Zan going to work around the outside of the 51 of AJM here. He's going to try to jump to the outside of the 72 of Duchess, looking for win number 2 in his rookie season here in the More Freedom Series is the 12 of Xander. Nona Wrecker, the 12 of Xander. He actually put his teammate, the 23 of Fullerthanu, into the wall a couple weeks ago. So, I don't know, controversies over there at Aces Dezet Motorsports. I don't know what's going on, but wild shenanigans happening over there as the 72 of Duchess does lead the way. 28 of E-Doggy tries to jump down to the inside. The 51 of AJM swings it high around the outside here. He's going to work to the outside of the 12 of Zan right now. So Xander leaving the top side open here as we might... No, we're still green here at Chicagoland. The 51 of AJM working to the outside now on possibly on that 72 of Duchess. He works to the high line. Oh, so we got... Oh, Lord Almighty. It is going to be a... It's a day for the 47 of Dash already. He is hard into the outside wall. Looks like he's got some right side damage. You can see that donut on the outside of his car, on the right hand side of his car, as he is, I'm sure, insanely upset inside the cockpit of that car. Dash with 2 wins last season in the More Freedom Series has now he virtually tied or broke the record for the most amount of DNFs last year. Looks like the 28 of E-Doggy is involved in that. The 51 of AJM could be our leader right now. Actually, it's showing the 72 of Duchess. She's going to just jump around everybody as AJM lets her around here. So Duchess leading us down into the pits right now. We are currently on lap number something or other. Let's watch these pit stops happen here. Duchess is your leader. We're currently working lap number 8. As we work down into the pits, you can see the 28 of E-Doggy. His car is all torn up here. No DNFs yet. We're going to see if what Dash has here underneath. You know, we're going to see what he's got going on. Right side tires going on to the 72 of Duchess. Fuel going in. Looks like a 4-tire stop now. 4-tire stop for the 72. She's going to get 4 tires and fuel. Dash is actually into his pits finally. 72 is down and away. The 51 is down and away. Looks like the 72 of Duchess will be the winner off of pit road. Let's see what brought out that caution flag. Well, this caution is going to be brought out by contact between the 28 and the 47. This might be Dash's fault here. Let's see this happen. We'll get another replay here in just a second. All right, from the roof cam on the 47... From the roof cam on the 28 of E-Doggy here. As a result of that caution, the 28 of E-Doggy will be out of the race. He got ejected into the outside retaining wall and into the fence, and his car is well torn up, so that's going to be a bad break for number 3 in points here today, the 28 of E-Doggy. The 47 of Dash currently in the last position. Oh, we might have an issue here on what could be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Not sure what is going on with him. Let's go through your current top 10. Your leader is the 72 of Duchess. Second's going to be the 51 of AJM. Third will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fourth will be the 12 of Xander. Fifth will be the 67 of the Mini Checks. Sixth will be the 50 of Candy May. Seventh will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Eighth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Ninth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. And running at your top 10 will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Lights are out on that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car. You see the split happening right there. Odds to the inside, evens to the outside. We're going to see if AJM can get the jump on the 72 of Duchess, as the 29 of Wishbone Attack definitely has something going on with his car here, as a beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car pulls in. 29 of Wishbone Attack is into the pits. Green flag is back out. Duchess with a great jump here. So Duchess down into turn 1, gets a good jump on the 51 of AJM. He's got the outside line here going right now, as it's 3 wide between the 12, the 356, and the 11 of TC Roberts. So Aces to Z Motorsports. Wow, the 67 of the Mini Checks down to the inside of the 72 of Duchess right now. It is a wild battle at the front of the field right now, as the 72 of Duchess battles with the 51 of AJM. Down into turn 1 and 2 they go. The 51 slides up. He's going to work in behind the 72 of Duchess here. So Duchess is working hard on here at Chicagoland. The 12 of Zan out to the outside right now. He's working around the 51 and the 72, as he is going to take over the lead of this race here. So the 12 of Zan takes over the lead of this race from the 72 of Duchess, as the 356 works around the outside of the 51 of AJM. Here comes the 25 of JTM working to the outside right now. JTM started today's race in the 20th position, now up to possibly the 4th position, as he works around the outside of his teammate. The 51 of AJM is getting super squirrely right now here at Chicagoland. So Duchess falling back to the 2nd position. Zan out to the lead. The 356 working down to the inside now. Hot, heavy action here at Chicagoland here in June, as the 72 of Duchess, she's trying her darndest right now, as the 25 of JTM works to the outside. 356 of Ice Cream Some Days, kind of sort of a half a lane lower on the 12 of Zan. We're going to see what she does as we work towards the start-finish line here at Chicagoland. 51 of AJM now around the outside of the 72 of Duchess. Here comes the 777 of Seabass. He's now into the picture. The 51 of AJM's got a great run. He's about to catch up to the 25 of JTM here, his teammate. As your leader, still that 12 of Xander, as the 356. She brake checks the 25 here. So she brakes checks the 25. He has to jump down to the inside. The 51 goes with him. 72 stays high. We're going to see, we got 3 wide right now between the 25, the 51, and now 2 wide right there between the 25 and the 51. 356 of Ice Cream Some Days trying to work down to the inside of the 12 of Zan, as the 25 of JTM, who has not had a fantastic year this year, currently running 31st in the points. Last couple weeks had good runs as the 25 now down to the inside. He is not going to be able to get that run. 51 of AJM works to his outside. Here comes the 72 of Duchess and the 8 of Moon Bunny. So it looks like G3 Motorsports in the form of the 356 and the 8 have put a great package on their cars here today. That is an all-lady team, the 356, the 8, and the 3 for G3 Motorsports. Single car team, the 72 of Duchess, she is working hard here today. Douche Motorsports folded 4 of their cars after 5 of their cars after last season, and Duchess has picked up the slack. She currently runs in, let's see, she's 19th in points. Not for lack of trying. I will say Duchess has had a fantastic car most of the year, and I think it's more along the lines of the fact that it's a single car team. She just does not have, the sharing amongst all the rest of the teammates, but she has tried she's tried her darndest this entire season. Keep her car at the front of this field. For a single car team running 19th right now. Only single car team in the field this year is Douche Motorsports. 356 works to the outside here. So Ice Cream working to the outside of the 12 of Zan. So down the backstretch, the 12 Xander is going to lose the lead to the 356 of Ice Cream some days as she slams the door on him right there into 3 and 4. 51 of AJM, 25 of JTM for MBR right there in 3rd and 4th. As her teammate, the 8 of Moon Bunny, what's she running now? Like 5th or 6th right now. She is in the 5th position. So the battle for the lead rages on. We'll jump back here through this field as we see the 11 of TC Roberts around the outside of the 50 of Candy May right now as we see the leader's teammate, the 3 of Geek Girl Game. She has now worked herself up to the 14th position. Started today's race back in 25th is that 3 of Geek Girl Games. As the 23 of Fullerthanu, again, lots of controversy surrounding last week's win at Michigan. The 23 of Fullerthanu has now worked himself. He's trying to make it 3 wide with the 67 and the 122 here. 72 of Duchess, we can see that in the frame, works around the outside of the 25 of JTM, takes away that position. She's now up to the 4th spot. 12 of Xander, he's trying to work around the outside of the 356, take away the lead, but not to be outdone. The 356 of Ice Cream some days keeps her car out on the point right now. Let's keep jumping back through this field as the 67 of the mini checks. He was thinking about, they were thinking about getting down to the inside of the 777 here. So lots of hot, heavy action as the 51. Oh, I thought the 51 was going to try the inside on the 12 here. We'll keep jumping back through this field as the 23 of Fullerthanu is battling with the 122 of Adam Victor. Atom, A-T-O-M, is running 5th in the points right now. His rookie season for DM Motorworks, and he has worked himself up to 5th in the points. As the 50 of Candy May trying to work to the outside of the 3, the 13, and the 23 right now. Back at the front of this field, the 356 has put 3 or 4 car lengths right now over the 12 of Xander and the 51 of AJM. Working lap number 27. 40 laps to go here at Chicagoland. 356 of Ice Cream some days is your leader. I'm assuming we're about to get pit stops here in just a few moments. Wishbone Attack is 1 lap down right now. So Listen, Dash is not going to finish last, but he is, I'm sure, using British profanity right now as he has fallen all the way back to the 34th position. Once they come in for pit stops, we'll see if Dash can do anything on his pit stop or if he is going to be mired at the back of this pack right now. 51 of AJM works to the outside. Looks like we might have pit stops. No! He's going to work to the outside of the 12 of Zan here. Excuse me. So the 51 of AJM in the Alp Dodge for MBR works to the outside of the 12 of Xander. He's going to take away the second position here. Stays high. Zan really, really high. Looks like we got pit stops happening. So the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days is into the pits here. 12 of Xander takes over the lead of the More Freedom Series, the Chicagoland 100. As a significant portion of the field comes into the pits here. We do have the 47 of Dash on pit road. He is down and away. We're going to see what the 356 has as the 72 of Duchess is into her pits. Still under the green flag. Right side tires going on to both of those cars. Fuel going in. People are already leaving their pit stall. Left side tires going on. 4-tire change for everybody here on pit road. 356 is down on the way. 51 is down on the way. So Ice Cream Some Days still out to her lead right now. As it, we're going to see what happens, but everybody else pitting. Everybody else pitting. So the 12 of Zan does take over the lead of this race. Ice Cream has led. So Duchess has led 12 laps. Ice Cream has led 8 laps. And Zan has led 11 laps here today. There is the 12 of Zan. So leader of this race looks like, unless for some weird, crazy reason, it's the 660 of Garrett Miller. It's going to be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Yes, we have a giant battle right back here with 777 of Seabass, the 12 of Zan, and the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So G3 just absolute hammered down right now. Again, G3 started back in the 25th position, solidly into the top 10 right now for G3 Motorsports. She's going to work possibly to the outside of the 777 of Seabass here. Let's go through your current top 10 as we cross the line. Your leader is the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Second is going to be the 51 of AJM. Third will be the 25 of JTM. Fourth will be the 12 of Zan. Fifth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Sixth will be the 777 of Seabass. Seventh will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Eighth will be the 50 of Candy May. Ninth will be the 72 of Duchess. And running at the top 10 will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Lots of ladies in the field up here in the top 10. We got Moon Bunny. We got Duchess. We got Candy May. We got we got Ice Cream. So Ice Cream leads the way here. 51 of AJM, who is trying to make it into the All-Star race. And we can't forget, so the All-Star race is coming up on July 3rd. Will be a patriotic extravaganza here for the More Freedom Series as we head towards the United States' 250th birthday on July 4th. Look out for patriotic schemes on cars for the More Freedom Series All-Star Race on July 3rd. And so AJM not currently into the More Freedom Series All-Star Race. He's trying to race his way in. There is a vote going on. And if you check the comments below in the video to see that vote, if you want to vote in the More Freedom Series All-Star Race fan vote, top 3 vote getters will make it into the More Freedom Series All-Star race as long as they're not winners. So if AJM wins this race, he's into the More Freedom Series All-Star race. And so it just falls to the next person in line. But currently, I will say, it's a handsome bloke. The $7.99 of my check currently leads those all-star fan votes. So if you want to get your vote in, check in the description below. Get your vote in for your favorite driver as those top 3 vote getters get into the More Freedom Series All-Star race. Let's check back through this field. 25 JTM into the 3rd position right now. 12 Xander's like, I'm going to go around the outside. We're going to get some help by the 13 King of the Aces here. Coda just is like, nah, brother, I'm going to work to the outside of you as I hang out with the 25 of JTM. So 13 King of the Aces, co-owner of Aces Dezed Motorsports, tries to work around the outside of the 25 of he works around the 12. Now he's going to try to work down to the inside of the 25 of JTM. JTM's like, I don't think so, brother. We're going to hammer down. We're going to cut you off right here, and we're going to stay in the 3rd position. So MBR is trying to regain their top spot here. They're currently down by 41 points to Aces Dezed Motorsports in the team championship, as AJM and JTM currently out in front of their counterparts, the 2 drivers for Aces Dezed Motorsports. As I just want to point this out, all 3 drivers, as we might have a caution here, folks. We have a caution. The 49 of Jetman is really working on the most amount of DNS for the entire season as he is into the outside wall there. So Jetman's probably going to be out of this race here in just a moment. So Ice Cream going to bring her down pit road. We're going to say, oh, we have some things happening here, folks. We have some things happening as Ice Cream brings it down pit road. 49 Jetman coming in. We have some cars staying out right now. So the 13 King of the Aces is going to stay out, and he's going to get those 5 bonus points. I will say that if you watched last season here in the More Freedom Series, bonus points played a big role in the 96 of Nico winning that championship. So King of the Aces getting those 5 bonus points for leading the lap could come in handy at the end of the year, as Ice Cream is down. She is away. The 51 of AJM thinks he's going to try to beat her out of the pits, but she crosses that line before him. We'll jump up here to the front of the field. We'll catch up to your leader, the 13 King of the Aces. Let's see what brought out that caution. Looks like it. I don't know who it involved right there. It was the 420, the Queen of Hearts, unfortunately. So let's see what brought out that caution. Known wrecker, the 23 of Fullerthanu, has regained his title here as he is going to wreck the 49 of Jetman. Let's see what happens here. So in the process of wrecking the 49 of Jetman, he is going to cause significant damage to the 420 at Queen of Hearts. Let's see this. All right, so having not stopped yet is the 13 King of the Aces. Let's go through your current top 10. Your leader is the 13 King of the Aces. Second is going to be the 12 of Zan. Third will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Fourth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Fifth will be the 00 of Mudbone. 6th will be the 44 of Lil Vato. 7th will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. 8th will be the 51 of AJM. 9th will be the 25 of JTM. And running at the top 10 will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So Zan is going to try to get the jump here on the 13th King of the Aces. They are going to have to stop before the end of this, like we got 23 laps to go. They're going to have to stop. Zan's going to get the jump on the outside. He's going to get some help right now by the 666 of Pistol Pete. So Zan out to the lead of this race. 23 of Fullerthanu out of this race as a result of the known wrecker. The 23 of Fullerthanu is going to be the 49 of Jetman. The 12 of Zan out to the lead of this race. We're going to see how long they can stay out here before they need to come into the pits, as it is a giant, insane amount of cars right now, as the 44 Lil Vato, with the help of the 356, trying to work to the front of this field. So we got it 3 wide with a 51 of AJM. He's way high through the turn. Actually, he has got the friggin' hammer down right now. He's going to work to the outside. He's going to gain about 14 positions here. So your leader now, the 51 of AJM. So AJM just absolutely hammer down to the outside of everybody. Leads by about 14 car lengths right now over the 666 of Pistol Pete. It's going to be like 3, 4, 18 wide right now behind him, as we got a wreck here, as the 660 of Garrett Miller bounces it off the wall here, as we have a ton of, as we got the 8 of Moon Bunny on her lid here. She flips back over. So Moon Bunny involved, the 33 involved, the 777 involved, AJM out to the lead of this race. It is wild shenanigans here at Chicagoland. The 51 of AJM out to the lead of the race. Second's going to be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. 33 of Harvey Jones. His day is going to go up in smoke, as you can see right there. So we're going to see if there's any takers for pit road, as Harvey is working to pit road here. AJM's going to take it in. I think we're actually going to get most of everybody. This might send us to the end of this race as the 51 of AJM into the pits. Looks like Lil Vato is going to be out as a result. Queen of Hearts out as a result of this. Also, we got Moon Bunny out. Lots of cars out of this race right now. As a result of this caution, we're going to see what the 51 does here. Looks like it's fuel only for the 51 of AJM. He's down. He's away. 356. She's got a little bit more fuel. The 72 of Duchess out. 95 of Zed Brunna. Where did he start today's race? Zed starting 19th here today. So the 29 of Wishbone Attack was a lap down here. We'll see what brought out that caution in just a moment. Let's go to see what brought out that caution. So this is going to be a secondary, there's multiple cautions that happen here. Let's see this happen. This is going to be contact between the 33 and the 8 here. From the roof cam on known wrecker, the 23 of Fullerthanu. Also, we have part of this caution is going to be contact with the 660. Not sure who hits him here. Let's see this happen. Looks like it's going to be contact with him and the 34 Super Snake, his teammate. Let's quickly go through a top 10 right now. Your leader is a 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Second is going to be the 72 of Duchess. Third will be the 51 of AJM. Fourth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Fifth will be the 999 of Deviant. Sixth will be the 471 of Kung Fu Beer. Seventh will be the 77 of Zip. Eighth will be the 96 of Nico. Ninth will be the 50 of Candy May. And running at your top 10 will be the 11 of TC Roberts. We're back green here at Chicagoland. Duchess with a great jump to the outside of the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. So Duchess gets a heck of a jump right now. She works to the outside. She gets a great jump. We are 14 laps to go here at Chicagoland as the 51 of AJM tries to work down to the inside of the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. 3 wide for 4th position right now. High above Chicagoland, you see the 356 working to the outside right now of the 72 of Duchess. So we got the helicopter cam going on right now. We see the 96 of Nico out of nowhere trying to work around the outside of his teammate, the 51 of AJM. So Nick has worked. We're trying to get the correct camera here as the 96 of Nico works to the outside of the 471 of Kung Fu Beer. He's now up to the 3rd position. So Nick started 24th on the day up to 4th as we're watching the 50 of Candy May trying to work to his outside. He's going to try to get a draft on the 72 of Duchess here. Comes up, slams the door on the 50 of Candy May. So Nick is desperately trying to get a top 5 here today as he is trying to keep as much as he can to win the keep himself. Oh my goodness. 50 of Candy May to the outside there. Sorry if we're experiencing technical difficulties as a result here. So 72 of Duchess down to the inside of the 356. The 50 of Candy May is working to the bottom of the track behind that 72 of Duchess. Apologies for if you are experiencing technical difficulties as the 67 of the mini checks now up to the 4th position as the 96 of Nico falls back here. So the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days leads the way out of the race as a result of that caution. Will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games, the 44 of Lil Vato, and the 8 of Moon Bunny, and the 777 of Seabass. Forgot to mention that earlier. So G3 Motorsports lost 2 of their drivers as the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days still leads away as the 67 of the Mini Chicks looking for race win number 3 of their career. Race win number 3 this season. Works to the outside of the 356. We're going to see if she can come up. She does slam the door on the 67 of the Mini Chicks. They're going to work to the outside here. Here comes the 50 of Candy May. So the Mini Checks are working on race win number 3 right now as the 50 of Candy May to the outside of the 356. She's going to move into the 2nd position. 7 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Your leader now the 67 of the Mini Checks, and they are hammered down as best they can right now as the 50 of Candy May works to the outside They're going to come up. They absolutely slam the door on the 50 of Canny May here as the 13 of King of the Aces works down to the inside. So the mini checks are going to get some help by the 50 of Canny May. We're going to see if they can retain the lead. 13 King of the Aces, he's going to now get the draft by the 50 of Canny May. He's down to the inside. He's going to take over the lead. So with under 10 to go, your leader on the track is the 13 King of the Aces. Second is going to be the 67 of the mini check. So King of the Aces for Aces to Z Motorsports. Out of nowhere, now leading this race, and he is running away right now here at Chicagoland. Coda started today's race in the, let's see where he started today. 26th position. He has now put 10 car lengths up on the 67 of the mini checks. Absolutely running away right now is the 13 King of the Aces. Under 5 to go. Your leader, the 13 King of the Aces. Unbelievable run today for the 13. He is trying to go back-to-back for Aces to Z Motorsports here in the More Freedom Series. He's got a insurmountable lead unless he has to pit here in the More Freedom Series, which is questionable because he only has 3 pit stops on the day. I don't know if he's going to have to make one more. We're about to find out in the next 2 or 3 laps. As King of the Aces, I mean, you can't holy cow. It is now up to 1.2 seconds. Coda's car is absolutely amazing right now. He's out to, we're about to find out, last lap it was 1.3 seconds. I think it's pretty much about the same. He's going to get the white flag here. We're going to see if he decides to stop or not. Coda is about to take the white flag here at Michigan. Or I'm sorry, Chicagoland. So 1 lap to go for your leader, the 13 King of the Aces, who leads by 1.7 seconds. He got out to the lead over the 67 of the mini checks. Literally checked out from the field. And this is the wildest thing that I've seen here in the More Freedom Series, as King of the Aces, 3 pit stops here today at Chicagoland, comes out, absolutely dominates in the last 10 laps of this race, wins the race. Holy cow. Like, to quote Harry Carey, holy cow. I can't do a Harry Carey voice, but, Chicago, Cubs. I hate the Cubs. But, wow, what an insane win for the 13 King of the Aces. 3 pit stops, doesn't stop that 4th time, wins this race. Let's go through your finishing top 10. Your winner is the 13 King of the Aces. Second's going to be the 67 of the mini checks. Third will be the 50 of Canny May. Fourth will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fifth will be the 471 of Kung Fu Beer. Sixth will be the 61 of Chevy. Seventh will be the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Eighth will be the 51 of AJM. Ninth will be the 00 of Mudbone. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 799 of Mike Check. Goodness. Well, we've got 1 race left before halfway. Next week, we head to the Super Speedway, the Fort Wayne Super Speedway for the Fort Wayne 125. That should be an amazing race next week. And, I mean, what a race this week. I can't, let's go through your current top 10 and points. Or let's go through your current points. see who is leading that way. Chevy actually ends up with the top 10 here this week. And I think, yeah, so you're seeing those points here on the screen. What a day for Aces to Z Motorsports. I mean, you can't say enough. The 13 King of the Aces wins this race. That's going to extend their team points lead. So you're seeing the team and chassis standings here on the screen. I'm sitting here in disbelief with this win by the 13 King of the Aces. Not only does he stop one time less than everybody, you know, like the second place, the 67 of the mini checks, he actually wins by 2.7 seconds. Insane amount. Like that is crazy. And I don't know, maybe the More Freedom Series needs to look at the 13's car. But, you know, like they're checking out the 23, so maybe Aces to Z Motorsports got something going on over there. I'm not saying, but anyway, like an awesome race into this race by the 13 King of the Aces. He is your winner here today. And my mind is blown by literally extending his lead by 2 seconds over the last 3 laps. So awesome job by Coda. He is your winner. And until next week at Fort Wayne for the race right before halfway, take care.